Switch gamers have had a great year this year, and we've been absolutely spoilt for choice for gaming. But October is looking to be even bigger, and despite the rumors of the Switch 2 being announced, the Switch shows no sign of slowing down. I'm really excited for October, as one of my favorite games of all time is finally coming to the Switch, and it's actually coming out on my wife's birthday, so she might not see much of me then. But let's take a look at what's coming out for Switch in October. Wargroove 2. Now, Wargroove was a subliminal strategy game, and it took heavy inspirations from Advance Wars, and it managed to step out of that shadow because of the amount of polish that went into the game. Set 5 years after the first game, Wargroove 2 adds more layers of strategy to the game, following 3 factions as you fight over land, sea and sky in this highly anticipated sequel that releases on the 5th. Not long to go on that one. Borderlands 3 also makes the jump to Switch, which is coming out on the 6th of this month. Now, a lot of people have been vocal, worried about how it's going to look or how it's going to perform, since it is a very visually intensive game. Now, I'm not too worried because 2K games have always had a really good track record with games like Civilization, the XCOM collection, the Bioshock collection. They do a really good job with their Switch port. So I'm very excited for this one. Not very excited about the price, but it does include all the DLCs and whatnot. Now, for those who don't know about Borderlands, the Tiny Tina's Adventures, which is the Dungeons and Dragons inspired version of Borderlands 3, won't be included in the pack as it's its own standalone game, not currently available for the Switch. Detective Pikachu. I unfortunately missed the train to Rhyme City for the first Detective Pikachu that dropped on the 3DS, so I've never played a Detective Pikachu game, but I did love the movie. Now, the movie had no right to be as good as it did, and it was absolutely incredible, and I'm a huge fan. So Detective Pikachu 2 sees you with your Pikachu go around and solve crimes and unravel mysteries. There's this new gameplay element which is involved, which I'm pretty excited about, where you can use other Pokemon's abilities to see what's going on and help solve crimes. I think it's going to be fantastic. It is dropping on the 6th, which is only 4 days away. So this week is a big week for gamers. Company of Heroes. Now, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's literally the only game I have installed on my PC, which I use for obviously writing articles and work. Company of Heroes has so much depth where you can't actually just build like a whole bunch of enemies and rush the opponents. You can actually set up sandbags and mount machine guns on them, put snipers in buildings. You can knock out the treads on tanks, which can create a blockage, and while the enemy crews can still fire that tank, they can't move it. So there's been many rounds on the PC where I've had to knock out tanks on a bridge, and then I know that to assault the enemy base, you go around because you're going to lose too many resources trying to take out those tanks. So the sort of depth that's involved, it looks like there's no real compromises on the Switch. They haven't taken any of those gameplay elements out, so I'm very, very excited. Now, for those who don't play online, it's okay because they've got a skirmish mode and they've got a story mode. Now, the campaign actually follows the D-Day invasion of Normandy, similar to Saving Private Ryan and whatnot. So gamers are in for a treat. It's $40 Australian, so it's nice and cheap, in my opinion, for what it is. Sorry, I'm getting overrun with birds. And I can't wait for it to come out on the 12th. I'm very excited about this one. Harvest Moon, The Winds of Anthos. Now, Harvest Moon, I think, has kind of fallen out of favor with gamers. I hope Natsumi don't mind me saying, because I think it hasn't really evolved much. And then there's games like Stardew Valley. We're seeing a lot of cozy games like Paleo Pines. I just did a review. The Magnificent Fae Farm, which was also a great game. Harvest Moon seems to have made the jump graphically while still maintaining that charm, which I'm very excited about. So I'm looking forward to it. International gamers probably already have it. This one also drops on the 6th. So on the day of the 6th, don't expect a video from me. I'll be playing a lot of video games there. The Batman Arkham Trilogy. So it comes with Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight. It's all coming to the Switch in a collection. I cannot wait for this. These games, whether you're a Marvel or a DC fan, it doesn't matter. It's got such great combat. It's got great level design, great story. It's absolutely fantastic, and there's something there for everyone. So these games, obviously, they were so advanced for their time. They still hold up today. I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't tried it, and obviously people that have tried it will be jumping in on October the 13th. Keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned to this Bat channel for an update and a review. Sonic Superstars promises old school gameplay with a new spin. Now it's a 2D Sonic game, and I've noticed that Sonic games are getting better. There was a lull where Sonic games were coming out, like Sonic Unleashed, where you were a werewolf, and there just wasn't a very good quality there. Now, this Sonic Superstars takes a leaf out of the new Super Mario's book, where you have 4-player co-op that can drop in and drop out at any time. I'm pretty excited about this one. I do love the old school Sonic games, and I think the only thing I'm a bit concerned about with this one is how to all work 4-player co-op with such speed, whereas with Mario, you know, it was like this, but with Sonic, so who knows how that's going to hold up, but I can't wait to check it out. Sonic Superstars speeds onto your Switch on the 17th of October. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. Now, Hot Wheels Unleashed raced onto our systems the year before last. It was a fantastic game. Absurd tracks, absurd cars. Now, the new version of Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 promises to have over 130 cars. You can now jump, you can air dash, you can explore different paths and unlock secrets. I'm really looking forward to this one, and I'll strap into the driver's seat on the 19th when it's released. Super Mario Wonder. If I may make a bold statement here, I was not really excited about Super Mario Wonder because I felt like the 2D Mario games needed a bit of a mix-up. Now, that was until I saw the Super Mario Wonder Nintendo Direct, which showed off all the amazing features of this game. Now, it looks like a psychedelic adventure through this new kingdom. You find wonder flowers, which change the gameplay, the characters, the very world you're in. It looks to be a fantastic romp. It's got your 4-player drop-in, drop-out co-op, and it also apparently has a bit of a difficulty spike. So I'm looking forward to a new challenge with the wonderful Super Mario Wonder when it arrives this month. Last but not least, we have the Metal Gear Collection Volume 1. Now, this includes both NES Metal Gear games, the PlayStation 1 classic Metal Gear Solid, and then it comes with Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. There is so much story, so much gameplay, and so many awesome mechanics in this package. I think it's priced around the $90 to $110 mark, which I feel is fair. You're getting a whole lot of game. The best part is, for fans of the series, there's art books, there's soundtracks, there's all these extras in the collection as well. So it looks like it's a really good fan service package on top of the great games. The only thing I think is it's a bit of a missed opportunity not to include the GameCube version of Metal Gear 1, the Twin Snakes. I don't think that developer's around anymore, unfortunately, so probably licensing issues there. But you do get the PS1 Classic instead. So hope you guys enjoy. If I can go off script for a minute, I just want to talk about October. Now, while it's a great month for Nintendo Switch gamers, it's also where we start to see a spike in mental health decline coming into the holiday season. I know it's a kind of stay in your lane thing, but I just want to say to my viewers, particularly those in Australia, that help is out there. If you contact Beyond Blue, you can get put onto a counselling program called the New Start program if you need to talk to someone. Games are great, a great way to kind of lose ourselves, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to say it's all right to reach out and get help. And it's exactly what I did 3 months ago when I started this channel. It was one of my things that the counsellor suggested I try and do to keep myself preoccupied, and I'm so glad it's here, and I'm so glad you're here to watch it with me. Thanks so much for all your support, and I'll see you next video.